Hey y'all, it is December. Welcome to the month of December. The word of the month is arrangement or to arrange. Okay, so arrangement or to arrange. So in order to arrange something, there is an order, there is a command, and it's also looking at someone or something to be direct. Okay, so there's an order, there is a command, and that is something or someone to be direct. So I was actually driving down the highway one day, and then I looked over to my right. I saw this thing, the store, and it said the arrangement. The arrangement. So the corner of my eye, I saw this thing. I was like, what is this? It said the arrangement. I was like, what is that, Lord? Like, what? So me being me, I looked it up, and it's actually a furniture store. And looking more into it, they really focus on the type of wood that they use. Okay, so they're all about the wood that they use, meaning they're very direct when it comes to the type of wood they use. And they also focus on sustainability into regards of that as well. Okay, so they're very direct, and their furniture is gorgeous, by the way, super gorgeous, meaning that their furniture is very unique. So it made me wonder, if they did not really heavily focus on the wood, how would their foundation be as far as a business? How would the foundation really be? All right. So the type of work they do is very unique. On top of them, heavily focused on the type of wood that they use. So in other words, they must have some type of strong foundation in order for them to be unique in the way that they're showcasing. Okay. So that just had me to think in general when it comes to foundation. You have to make sure that you have a strong foundation. In other words, you have to be direct when it comes to your foundation, and you have to command your foundation in order for you to prosper. Also, when it comes to foundation, there is some type of authoritative position or some type of authoritative something that's going along when it comes to a foundation or when it comes to arranging. So you have to make sure the foundation is arranged correctly in order to have some type of authoritative position to help you to exceed of how you need to exceed. Okay. So let's talk about the wood in general into regards of your life. So in other words, you have to have a strong foundation, the wood that you're using, in order for you to prosper. So let's just imagine if you carve something on each part of the wood that is needed to continue to build. Okay, so just think about like a stack of wood, right? And then it's helping you to get to and fro. So one part or segment of the wood, what if it says strength? Okay, so let's say if you have strength. But then another part of the wood is carved and says jealousy. How strong is that foundation? How is that really arranged in order to help you to get to and fro? All right, so strong on one segment of the wood, jealousy, lack of emotional regulation, fear, anxiety. Oh, but then here comes joy. We're going to put joy together. We're going to arrange that. We're going to put all that together. Okay. So let's say you have the wood. We got this wood here. I actually didn't mean to do that one. That actually worked out well with that wood. But anyways, let's say you have the wood here and you have wood. I have wood here on the legs that I'm sitting, or the chair that I'm sitting in. And you have all those assembled together. In other words, you have all those arranged together. And then when it's time for you to sit in the chair, now the chair becomes a little rocky. Why is that? Because the foundation is not arranged correctly. So now there is a faulty foundation and you don't have any proper seating in order to help you to get through of what you need to get through. So you have to make sure that the arrangement is correct, meaning that you have an authoritative position in order to command and direct of how you want your foundation to be. You are in a position in order to correct whatever is carved on that wood. So think about that. So do you want a faulty foundation? Of course not. So you have to check the foundation of what is actually being carved on that. Okay. And another thing, I had to look this up, y'all. All right. So there are different type of woods that termites like. Different type of wood that termites like. Okay. There is softwood. There is moist or decaying wood. And there's also untreated wood. So again, there's softwoods. There are moist or decaying woods or woods, and untreated wood. Okay, so let's talk about the softwood. So with me looking this up, the softwood, they like that. The termites like to eat that because it's less dense and it's easier to digest. Okay, so it's less dense and it's easier to digest. So what termites in your life, in your journey, have you allowed to eat through the wood? So now you have holes in the wood because you don't even have a strong, or you may not have had or have a strong foundation. So there's some things that may need to be rearranged. So it can be arranged. So now you're put in a position to have that authoritative position to command and speak to what you need to speak to remove that faulty foundation, because now those termites are going through because now you got some soft wood. And maybe you built up your own termites. You can't sometimes blame it on others. Maybe it was just you. Okay. So another one, moist or decaying wood. Okay. So termites like moist or decaying wood. All right. So with that, there could be some type of water damage or exposure to high moisture levels. Okay. So who or what have you allowed to impede in the foundation? Now it's all wet. So anything or the termites can come through. They're just feeding on top of that. It's wet. It's not solid. The foundation is not solid. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Another thing, there's untreated wood. So going back to the analogy that I gave with having certain things carved in that wood, jealousy, whatever. Have you just left that jealousy or fear or whatever is in that carved wood untreated when you know you have it going on? Like if you're fearful, what are you doing? Are you leaving that untreated? Why would you leave that untreated? That gives access to other termites to come and eat through. And now you're all shaky and you don't know what to do. So you have to make sure you treat the untreated wood in order to have that foundation, to build that up, to command that for it to come back. Like you are able to get that strength back. You're able to command it. You're able to be direct with it as well. And there's an order to it as well. So keep that in mind. So with untreated wood, it's harder. Let's see. Wood that has not been treated is difficult to resist decay. So now your foundation is decaying, which leads to many holes within the foundation. So just reflect back to see what are the termites that's leaving holes into your foundation through your journey. What is the foundation? There's a foundational problem. There's a foundational problem. Okay, so just think about that. So going back to the word of the month, y'all, it is to arrange. So you have the ability to command of how you want your foundation to be, and you have the ability to be direct of how you want your foundation to be. And there is an order of how you want your foundation to be as well. Okay. So I hope this really has helped somebody when it comes to the word of the month, which is to arrange, to be arranged, arrangement, arrange in general. Okay. So I hope y'all have a wonderful month of December, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.